Domino has partnered with Sarah Banger Interiors and 7 other interior designers to create 40 apartment units for families living with HIV.
There are 8 designers, and each of us is designing one model apartment. Women with AIDS and their children will be living in these apartments, and we're duplicating each apartment 5 times. I had breast cancer 3.5 years ago, and while I was sick, it sort of just gave me a different viewpoint on what an interior should be and how it can sort of facilitate the healing process to be in a warm, kind of inviting environment. I always use a lot of earthy colors in my projects, and this is sort of a continuation of that, and sort of using some patterns and colors. This is a project all of us can be really proud of, and I can't wait to meet the tenants when they move in.
For Domino, like what's really, really great is that what's in all of these rooms has to do with something that's really affordable and, you know, sort of doable. A lot what's in my spaces has to do primarily with the collection from Target. It filters through, I think, in some other places. One of the words that, you know, came up a lot was about it being sort of restful and peaceful and serene and all those things. And those are all words that I like to use to describe, you know, what we try to achieve in our design work.
Do you have that? Oh,
no,
we didn't use the
they didn't
bed.
fit in the space.
Okay.
Well, I listened to the women as they were interviewed talking about what they were looking for in their sort of dream homes. They were looking for sort of serenity and peace and order in their bedrooms. That was sort of my starting ground to do the bedrooms in the blues and the soft creams and the palettes that they asked for. And in the living room, it was a little bit more interpretive. And I thought that a sunny yellow on the walls, the bright green coming from the floors, and actually some sort of simple browns and creams in the fabrics. I think some of the organic forms are the most interesting in terms of art, and this came from Pottery Barn, and I thought if we took 2 of them and created some swirling tree branch wall sculpture, it would really anchor the room.
I think they're great. Me too. I think when we get the bed skirt in, it's going to be perfect.
Perfect. I think it's a much nicer, it's a lovely colour.
You know, I thought that it would be fun to do something a bit like a boutique hotel, that when you walked into the bedroom it felt that way. Just somewhere comfortable and chic and clean. We got lots of linens from Target that accentuate the sort of boutique hotel feel of the bedroom. The living room, I wanted it to be light and airy and happy, and a space just uplifting in some way.
Right now I'm painting the chalkboard paint in the baby room. We thought we want to bring something back into the units that reminds them of nature. That's why we started picking out a green floor, so they're looking and walking actually on grass. And then we just try to apply our usual apartment romantic minimalism to the unit itself. So we're trying to keep it very fresh and very simple.
So we tried to use a lot of earth tones. I wanted a cheery environment, but I didn't want to make it too cold. So I tried to balance kind of blues with browns and greens and, you know, things that would be tranquil. And just to create, we're trying to create a really nice environment. We've got artists to donate works of art to the project. The real point of this show house was to integrate things that were donated by the different sponsors, like Pier 1 was the main sponsor, Pottery Barn. The fruit of the project will come when you kind of see someone take ownership of this and make it their home. I mean, that to me is what this is all about.
My overall inspiration was to have this apartment feel like a beach house, or to feel cozy and familiar, and also be surprisingly happy. I think that a lot of these owners kind of need that in their life, and I think anyone, when they hire a decorator, hope to have some kind of surprise when they walk through the door. I hope that when the owner of this apartment walks through the door, I just hope that they feel at home, and I hope they feel safe.
I just want them to walk in and be happy and fall in love with it, hopefully.
For us, the opportunity of giving people, you know, who are less fortunate, who are dealing with illness and having a hard time, to give them a beautiful place that they could live in and raise their children in, it was just such a great thing for us. We couldn't help but want to do it.